moving on to number 15. We're back in the Western Cape in Paarl with Paarl Gymnasium. We've got Paarl Gymnasium.
Paarl Gimnasium. About time. It's about time.
You knew they were coming,
this the first
right?
This is the first Gimmies? No. There's a first
Gimnasium.
that's on there. You mentioned the guys down in Stellies.
Yes, there's a Gimmies in Stellies. There's a Gimmies here in Paarl. And there's another Gimmies in, I think it's Potch. There's a Potch or Clarksdorp. There's
one in Potch.
Yeah, there's a Gimmies in Potch as well. So
yeah.
And they were decent too, eh? They weren't too bad. All right. Okay, coming back to it. They're not doing too bad. They've got 12 cricket teams. They've got 5 under 19, sort of under 19 and 18 / teams. They've got 3 under 15s and 4 under 14 teams. So 12 teams out there, that's not too bad. In terms of facilities, they're not struggling. They've got 3 cricket fields, 2 turf nets and 7 cement nets. So any school that can afford a turf net is not struggling.
Yeah, no, they're good to go. They're good to go. But then again, man, it's I give props to guys like that because it's you know they earn that stuff. You know, you're a top 20 school. You're not a big school like that. Sorry guys, I'm just fixing up my mic here real quick. You know, you're a top 20 school. You don't really know, or you don't really have the firepower in the beginning, but you keep pushing, and you know now you're a standard in the top 20 across the country. I think that's something to tip your hat off to guys like those.
Yeah, definitely, man. They've got John Loxton out there who's the cricket organizer, who seems to sort of marshal the program, which is great. They've also they've come 10th twice, 8th once. So in the top 10, they've been there 3 times. And they had a few tough runs. They were 42nd one year, they were 36th, 31st, and 37th the other year. So I think, and people sort of might want to come after us for this. This is not the top 10 for 2020 or 2021, although it's not done, right? This is the top 10 between 2012 and 2020, right? So bear in mind, so they use sort of the averages throughout that period to come out with a single average, and then depending on whoever's got the lowest average is the one that sort of sits at the top. Because obviously if you came like 50th and 40th and whatever, that drops your average down. So that's that. So they're not too bad. Paarl Gimnasium, Gimmies. They're not too bad. They're doing well out there. That's Gimmies at number 15.